we did begin this on the first mission, which is where we left off, and now we're doing the rest of this. Hold on, let me just pause this for a second and just lower the volume so that it's not echoing through the microphone. And also, let me get comfortable, because that's the whole point of this now, isn't it? Maybe that's a little bit too low, because I can't bloody hear that. Good grief. So I've got the difficulty set on veteran for those watching. I've always wanted to stream this on PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4. It was never really gifted that situation we wanted to do before. PC is always an option too, but I'm not sure if I've ever finished it on PC. On the stream. Give me a moment there, guys. I'm gonna have to use my charger to plug in the controller since it's going low. Do this now and I'll save myself a headache later. One moment. Alright, I'll use the light of the controller so we can see, because I've got the lights out, because playing Doom 3 in the light doesn't really make sense to me. So we're going to be playing it in the dark, despite my not having a PlayStation 4 camera, which will be useless in the dark, so there's no point in me showing my face. So there's that already covered. Excuse me.
All units, this is Command HQ. Report directly to Marine Headquarters and await further orders.
This is the audio log of Frank Delahue, engineering manager assigned to power production, dated October 18, 2145. The current operational status of the grid is 23% over nominal capacity. I've increased work shifts to 12 hours a day for all personnel to keep up with demand. The constant and increasing load from the Delta complex is causing havoc. We are going to start losing critical systems if we have to sustain these levels much longer. I request clearance to requisition parts from other departments in order to maintain our equipment. Okay, I don't know what is going on over in Delta, but I'm doing all I can down here. The constant demands are bad enough, but the rumors going around are making things a whole lot worse. And I gotta tell you, if things don't get better soon, all hell is gonna break loose.
I mean, he hit the nail. Never mind, I've already made that quote in the
This
previous
is the
stream.
audio log of Frank Delahue, engineering manager assigned to power production, dated October 24th, 2145. Reclamation problems continue to plague the main processor. A few more valve overloads on that unit in just the past week. These overloads can destroy the valves, causing very dangerous fire, jetting with enough heat to incinerate sensitive equipment nearby. Today we've had only one reported injury as a result of these valve failures. And this is due in large part to the quick response of the engineering team. Our procedure of entering the failure code 842 in the operation terminal has proved adequate, and I recommend no changes in that procedure.
First time we were going to see this. Probably not the last anyway. Mr. Imp himself. Hello, Mr. Otaku. How's it going, man?
All units, this is Sergeant Kelly. We don't know what we're up against. Repeat, we have negative ID on the assailing force. I mean SOB. They don't have a clear path back to HQ. Stock up on ammo, establish a stronghold, and keep them at bay.
This is Bravo team. We've got one man down and several wounded. We are incoming and need medical on stage in stats.
Command HQ, this is Fire Team 2. The monorail track is destroyed. Unable to secure safe transportation back to base. Over.
Roger that, Fire Team 2. Fall back to the nearest station and set up a CP there. Out. All units, this is Sergeant Kelly. Fall back to Marine HQ and await further orders.
And there you have it, the first mission done and dusted. We're only going to do like half an hour of this, maybe, I'm not sure.
This is Sergeant Kelly. I am unable to reach Mars City from my current position. Move to Marine HQ to regroup and await further orders.
Dickhead just knocked off one behind me.
Hey, you! Up here, quickly! I was the only one still alive. I can't believe I found you. Something happened. I don't know what. It was like a shockwave. It passed through the entire base. People started changing. It was crazy. I was working up here on the vent shafts. I don't know how I survived. Go for help. Please. Be careful. I don't know what's in there.
Hey Rich, how's it going?
This is Mark Stanton, Manifest Controller currently stationed at Mars City. I'm not sure who to send this to, so I decided to send it to quite a few people. If you're on the recipient list, please take a moment to review this report. It is quite important. I'm very concerned over the shipping procedures out here. I am the Manifest Controller, and as such, I need to be informed of everything coming in and out of Mars City. Someone here is subverting my position and preventing me from getting data on things being shipped. This is unacceptable. Not only could this reflect poorly on my upcoming review, but this is my job and I'm tired of being out of the loop. I have no idea who keeps telling the shipping crews to allow things in and out without allowing me to produce or procure the manifest. But whoever it is, it must stop. One of the dock workers actually told me to piss off when I tried to stop one of the last containers from going straight to Delta. I immediately filed a report and will follow up with the transit manager next time I see him. End of log.
Command HQ, this is Specialist Wilson. My team is gone. They're all dead. I'm running blind here. What are my orders? Over.
He's running blind. Maybe you should
Specialist
put some
Wilson,
glasses on.
this is Sergeant Kelly. Stay sharp, son. Move to your last known RP and fortify your position. We'll find you.
You could start by sharing the stream around, boy. Cheers, Reg. Everything's more or less sorted for tomorrow. Just prepping everything, pretty much. Oh, I'm so tired, so I might go within the next 10 minutes, I'm not sure. I might keep going until the hour. See how I feel. I know it's late and not many people would be up in the first place. No worries, man. We will do. Really appreciate it.
Audio log for Dr. Kasian, currently stationed at Mars City. I have just left the weekly status meeting here in Medical. The most prominent topic was the vast number of psychological issues we are seeing as of late. The number of reports indicates that 10% of the overall base personnel have shown symptoms. As many people will not come in for this type of thing, the number of affected personnel could truly be in the 30 to 40% range. It has even manifested itself here in Medical. We have several nurses and a couple of good doctors out for related reasons. I'm going to formally request 2 additional psychiatrists on the next shuttle from Earth. The 2 we have are being overworked, and the content of their sessions with patients is starting to affect them as well. Dr. Kasian out. Dr. Mark Kasian. At 1547, patient Jonathan Wills was admitted after complaining of insomnia and nausea. According to the nurse, Mr. Wills was calm and exhibited no signs of disorder when he was brought to exam room 5. However, by the time I reached him at 10 after 4, his personality had changed dramatically. When I entered the room, Mr. Wills lunged at me with a scalpel he apparently stole from a supply drawer. With the assistance of an orderly, we managed to subdue and sedate him without injury. Mr. Wills was heavily medicated and could not be diagnosed, but in the 20 minutes he was left unattended, he managed to carve 3 symbols in his arm and cut his own tongue into 2 halves. I can only guess at the cause of his problems. I hope that additional psychiatrists arrive soon. In the